one person said they hate me today, and that's not going to ruin my day. You know how, like, you know, you have those days, and then you read that one comment, and you're like, oh, fuck. Kill that guy. You know, like, it just ruins it doesn't matter if 19 people told you you're amazing. You get that one at that right time, and it like destroys your soul.
I know so much.
I'll tell you, I'll give you this rule of mine. It probably wouldn't work for you, but it works for me. It probably wouldn't work for you because I think the style of content that you do, which is more involved in the influencer scene.
Got it.
But so about 10 years ago, I watched there was like a video someone sent to me, and it was about me, and I watched it, and it was a fan. And I want to say it was, you know, some young girl, and she was like, Ray's amazing. He's the most amazing person in the world. He's so funny. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. Oh, good for her. Gave it a like and maybe a comment or whatever. And then I watched another one, and it was some guy, and he was like, Ray's the biggest piece of shit. If I ever saw him, I'd punch him right in the dick. And and it was like, it wasn't just that. It was like saying things that I had done that I was like, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. Which is another rule you learn as an influencer. If people can't find shit about you, they'll just make it up.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of fun. But anyway, so I watched these two videos back to back, and this was, I was still living in New York, so I believe it was 2010. And I said, I'm never going to watch a video about myself again. And I swear to God, I have not.
Nice.
I swear to God.
Nice.
If someone sends me a video and says they talk about you, I don't watch it. If my name's in the title, I don't watch it. Even if I think it's positive.
Will you watch
this? I
this?
do not watch it. I will watch this because I'm involved in it, right? That's a little different. But I don't watch it. And it's not because, you know, I can't deal with hater comments. Actually, psychologically, I think that either of those perspectives in either of those videos aren't healthy. Because no matter what this young girl says, I'm not the most amazing person in the world.
Right.
And it's not healthy for me to believe that, nor am I the biggest piece of trash in the world. And it's not healthy for anyone to believe that either. And so what happens to these influencers, I think, and why they get these weird egos is like you're being pulled in completely polar opposite directions.
Holy shit.
In a stage where you're trying to figure out who you are. And likely you know, you land somewhere on the spectrum of, you know, being awesome to like being a turd sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? But they're trying to figure out who they are, and some days they believe this group, and some days they believe this group. And I think it makes them really manic, and it's not good for them. So I completely stay away from that stuff. And frankly, I've probably avoided a lot of drama from it too.
Oh my God.
I love that.
Yeah,
theory.
what you just said is
I think you're spot on.
That was thank me for coming to your TED Talk. That was incredible. That was fucking
That's
awesome.
actually not in my TED
Talk. That's really true. I never once thought about it like that in my entire life, but it's so true. Some days you're the hammer, some days you're the nail when it comes to comments, and some days you're the funniest guy, and some days you're not, you know, and that definitely has an effect, that going back and forth between turd and amazing, I guess, as you said.
Yeah, and why, and like, look, I refuse to be a part of the bullshit story that someone tells themselves about me. And no one that knows me, I believe, has ever like made a video about me, because anyone that knows me would call me and be like, hey, I have a problem with you or whatever. So I don't necessarily like lost anything from missing out on any of this stuff. And occasionally I'll see comments that are like, hey, this, and it's like a username, like this person, like whoever, I don't fucking recognize it.
Bloom
but
Boy,
they made it.
Yeah.
They made a video about you. You should watch it. It's like, no.
Well, I mean, also like the other question is like, how much at the end of the day do you really give a shit what the audience says about the performer? Like, you're the performer. You're the person that's, and we talked about this the other day. There's two very different approaches. There's either the person that takes critique, takes a lot of that feedback and just swims in it and tries to digest what's like what's constructive, because sometimes there's little nuggets of constructive or critique in there. And then there's people that I relate more to that are just like, I don't really give a fuck unless, like, in all honesty, like, I'm producing the content I want to produce. If you like it, fan-fucking-tastic. If you don't, go fuck yourself. Like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So, like, unless you have very specific criticism or critique for me, which we had some on this show recently where it was like, yo, like, pull a little bit back a little bit, let other people, like, whatever. You have that kind of stuff, great. I'll listen to it, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like, I don't really, there's a reason why I'm here and there's an audience that's watching, or that you're here and there's an audience watching. If they want to create their own content, then they should do that. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to telling you all the time, like, yo, you suck, you fucking suck, or you're great, or whatever. You know?
There's definitely that. I'd like to consider myself a bit more receptive to notes delivered in any fashion. You're big on the delivery, right? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's what you say. I don't care how you say it. If you think watching right now, I'm a piece of shit. Yo, let me know. And by the way, I'll listen. I'll be like, okay, what did I do? I wonder what I did for me to be better. When I talked with Gary Vaynerchuk for our documentary, the Maverick documentary, he said, you know, if Sally Pants 94147 leaves a comment that she sucks, like, or you suck, maybe she's right. Like, why does she think that? Let's see if I can flip her. Because by the end of my life, I would love to flip everyone who's ever said anything negative about me. And instead of doing the fuck you and banishing them forever.
I hate that.
I believe I can flip them. I just need a little bit of time.
I hate that, and I would disagree 100% with GV on that one, just because there's a lot of people out there who just want to say you suck. No thought, no reason,
for sure. But what if the person that is throwing out those mindless, pointless, mean, negative comments could be flipped to being a good, hopeful, optimistic young person?
I know why.
Because of your content.
And what if they can't?
They can't. You want to know why they can't?
Just give it up, guys?
It's a fool's errand to spend all of your time trying to flip people's opinions.
I'm not.
The best thing you can do is be the real you, the authentic you,
100%.
The best version of you, and hope that they get on board.
For sure, but I got 60 more years to do that. Like, I'm sure I'll be able to flip some people. I've already flipped people in the past like 6 months to a year.
Yeah, but you do that by being like
yourself.
The you that your friends like being around. For sure. That version of you.
So if they don't like that, now I'm like, all right, like this is the best I got.
Well, yeah, if they don't like that, you're not like, man, I'm not good enough, or I'm not doing it right. It's that, well, they're just not into me, man.
For sure.
Some people just don't like the color purple,
Absolutely
and if you wear
agree.
purple, they're gonna stick their middle finger in your face.
One of my favorite Jay-Z quotes: "Only God can judge me, so I'm gone. Either love me or leave me alone." That's it. Either love me or leave me the fuck. Like, I don't care. Like, either you fuck with me and you like what I do and you like what I produce, or just go do something else. Like, I don't, unless you have very specific critique or criticism that can tell me how to do better. If you want to deliver a warm heart, everything I write, when I give Logan a note, it is thought out to a T, and I try to do the best possible job I can telling him how to do a better job.
Right.
How you say things. You suck. Helps no one.
Right.
It helps absolutely no one. It doesn't tell why the person sucks. It doesn't tell what you're feeling. It does nothing. What do I do with that? You're a simp. You're a loser. You're a piece of shit.
What is a simp, by the way? It's the one thing that's going around. I don't know what.
And it's like somebody that like tries so hard to be with a girl but never hooks up with a girl.
Simp. A simple person lacking common sense. A fool.
Today I learned I was a simp for 38 years.
A man that puts himself in a subservient, submissive position under women in hopes of winning them over without a female bringing anything to the table.
I'm sorry, what are you reading?
The Urban Dictionary definition of sin. I like what you said about the videos, the one praising you and the one showing their disdain for you.
Because they're gonna go in either. How many times have you put out a video and every comment is like, "Yeah, Logan Paul, he's all right." Never. Like, it never happens. That never happens. No, it's gonna be he sucks or he's amazing. Right? Or this other person in this video sucks. Or they're going to say something, sexually suggestive about the women in the video. That's awful, right? Yeah. But none of that. I'm not saying none of it can't be helpful. Maybe it can.
Like, what do you
comment on my videos now?
Yeah.
Yo, you all right?
Yeah, he's all right. No, he's decent. He's a decent guy.
He's decent.
He pays his bills on time. It's fine.
That's the worst thing. That's the worst comment anyone could ever give you. Give or take. That's the worst thing you could ever get, because here's the thing. People watching your videos and hating you and commenting it, and people watching your videos and loving you and commenting on it is all engagement that's driving ad revenue and revenue for you and views. Somebody that doesn't care enough, I'm not going to watch. I don't care. That's your biggest problem.
I agree with you. From a utility, sorry, how do I say this?
Utilitarian?
From a logistics perspective. Because you know that old saying, all publicity is good publicity? Yeah. I actually don't think that's true anymore.
I agree with you.
I think
so fucking false. Yeah.
I think bad publicity is actually better publicity because negativity travels faster and farther.
Yep, absolutely.
So if you're getting a shitload of negative comments now, you're in terms of the business, you're actually doing it right, which I
hate to say.
I hate it.
Yeah,
and I don't like that, and I don't like to do that shit. But like, yeah, you get people mad at you. You want to play the villain. That's a role that some people have stepped into. Sure. And they've made a career out of it.
Sure. Sometimes though, you can shoot yourself in the foot. Like
nearly 100% of the time, you can shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, but
I'm saying there's stuff you just can't come back from. I'm thinking about that girl who threw a cat on the live stream right now, or the girl who beat her dog up.
Wait a minute, what?
So Alinity's the cat one, and she just got beat up by her cat now the other day. So it's even 1-1. So she threw her cat, and Alinity, she's a Twitch streamer.
Okay.
She was singing the other day, and the cat really got her. They have it in slow-mo. The cat pulled the skin off of her with the teeth, and you zoom in and you could see.
You fucking lie.
Why did the cat do that?
Why did the cat?
Did anyone ask it?
Alinity's cat finally gets revenge. I mean, it really fucking got her.
Oh, yo, she's hot.
Wait a minute.
Really
was she mean to the cat, or was this just a cat being a weird cat?
She threw her cat once.
The cat doesn't like when she sings, and I think she was singing again.
The cat doesn't like what she... Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. This cat scratched the shit out of her.
No, bit. Oh! The cat. Yo, look at it. Right now it's like, fuck you, bitch. You heard?
Bro, the cat strikes back.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And so this went really big because the story about her throwing the cat is a viral story in the Twitch community. And every time something happens on Twitch, she got no repercussion for throwing her cat. So every time like a girl's nipple slips out and they get banned, they say, but you can abuse animals. And so everybody was waiting for the cat to strike back, and it got her.
Go cat.
It got her good,
Go
dude.
cat.
That was a strong buddy.
Strong fucking buddy.
Yeah. Wow.